We're going through new eras, new presidents, everything. It's time to live life and put COVID aside, hopefully, eventually, come next year with the vaccines and everything. Hopefully, it'll be a good year. We'll all be safe again, and we can go back to our regular routine, almost. All right, so again, this is Let's Eat LI. Welcome aboard. We're just going to wait for us to get onto Facebook. I got a great holiday cookie for you, and a great cookie in general. It's not going to be a gingerbread. It's more, of course, as you know, more French, like what I've been a student of in my cooking. Great cookie, though. You'll enjoy it. There's a lot you can do with it. We're going to incorporate it next week into our show also. But for today, I'm going to show you how to make them, the base of this particular product, this particular cookie. Let's see what we got here. Before we do, want to make sure we're on. Are we on? Yes, we are. We're live. Yes, sir. Yes, sirree. Here I am. Okay. Once again, welcome to Let's Eat LI. I am Chef Felix. For those of you who know me. Send me a sign that you're out there. Okay. Let's see. What do we got here? Anyone out there yet? No one is out there yet. All right. Well, we're going to continue. We're going to do what we do. We're going to make a nice holiday cookie, or even it's just a cookie in general that is loved by people in France, okay, and people here in the U.S. too. We're going to make the Madeleine cookie today, okay? It's actually not a cookie. It's more like a little sponge cake type cookie. If anyone is not familiar with it, if I show you the pan that we cook it in, you might know. You see you have the different seashells. It's like a seashell cookie, all right? And we bake it in these pans right here. You'll see them in stores, baking shops, and other places, housewares. We'll have the Madeleine cookie, okay? Let's see what we got here. Let's try and get back in here. Anyone here? I don't know if anyone's here. We're going to have to share. Let's go with share in general. Okay, I'm going to go back. See if anyone is there. Anyone there? Please share. Okay. All right, we're going to start in a moment. Okay, here we go. For those of you, hopefully they'll be coming on, welcome back. Happy Thanksgiving. Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. Once again, I'm going to make today the Madeleine cookie. The Madeleines, or just Madeleines we'll call them. Like I said, it's like a sponge cake, kind of like a mini sponge cake that was invented in France. We'll go over the history as well. Okay, and that's it. I'm just trying to share here to see if people know that I'm on. Okay, send us a sign if you're on. If you're not on, I don't know that, but send us a sign that you guys are on. Let's wait for somebody like Joan Cruppy Asher or someone like that. Let's see. All right. Okay, good to go. All right, so here we go. The Madeleine. We're going to do the Madeleines. Once again, it is a shell-shaped little mini sponge cake called Madeleines. Great with coffee from the country of France. Okay, I learned these when I was in the French culinary school. And later on, I started to make them around the holiday time for my family. It's a great cookie, folks. or a great piece of dessert for you. All right, so we're going to start off. We have our mixer here. Now, it's a very easy kind of make cookie or sponge cake, mini sponge cake. It's very easy to make. There is a little technique to it, which I'll explain. But the ingredients are not a hell of a lot. You can even make a cocoa one. If you take away some of the flour and you add your cocoa to it, you can make a cocoa madeleine as well. All right, we're going to start off with our mise en place. Okay, we're going to start off with 2 eggs. Okay, about 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. All right, we're going to do, this is for the first part now, we're going to do a 1/4 cup of regular white sugar, granulated sugar, and about 3/4 of a tablespoon of vanilla extract. Okay, so that's the first part. After you get that down, then you have the second part. The second part is going to consist of 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour, okay, 1/4 cup of melted butter, okay, at room temperature, and you could either use a tablespoon of lemon zest, or a tablespoon of lemon juice, okay? So that's what we're going to do today. All right, so we're going to get started here. The first thing we're going to do, again, is a technique. We're going to put our vanilla, our eggs, our salt, and then we're going to blend in our sugar, okay? So that was the vanilla. We're going to put our salt in here. Okay, and then we're going to put our eggs. All right, here we go. Put our eggs in here. That's 1. That's 2. Okay, we're going to put our eggs in here. Okay. Alright, now we're going to blend it. We're going to lock it in. Going to blend it on high. Okay, and we're going to slowly put in our sugar, because we want to do a technique that the French call blanchir. Now what blanchir means is when you mix the sugar and the eggs especially, it becomes like a paler color with the eggs. Kind of like a yellowish, and then like the ribbons are kind of formed as you are mixing it. So we get that going. It's a little dark because we have we have the imitation nothing cake. We have the vanilla extract in there. So it's a little dark. So we're going to keep beating it until it turns a certain color. Okay, here we go. Alright, that's it for the sugar. We're going to keep going. A little higher speed. Wait for it to blanchir a little bit. Then we're going to manually go through this. After this, we're going to get the mixer, and we're going to manually fold in our flour a little at a time, and our butter. Okay. Then we're going to pour it in the mold, and we're going to get going here. All right, we got Lou. Lou Prax is watching. Hello, Lou. Thanks for watching this morning. Making a nice little dessert here. Use it for the holidays. We're going to continue this particular madeleine into next week's show also. And I plan on making my holiday Christmas tiramisu with it. Okay. I don't know if you can see that. See, it's starting to get more yellow. With that becoming more yellow, that's what they call the blanchir process in French. Okay, we're going to just check it. See how it is. Is it forming ribbons yet? We don't know. Nope, not yet. We got a little more to go. A little more to go. So we're going to keep beating that. A little more to go. very easy to make. The Madeleine. Madeleine, in fact, has become popular here in the U.S. recently. If you notice, Entenmann's makes the Madeleine now for the past couple of years, which is great. They have to make a very good product too, very good Madeleine. But there's nothing like making it yourself. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there. A little more speed. I see some ribbons forming. Getting to be that pale color. The blanchier. Okay, I think we're good now. All right. Taz, the resident artist, is with us. Hello, Taz. Taz, I'm making Madeleines. I'm sure you would love this. It's a really great dessert. All right, we're gonna take this up. All right, we're gonna push this out. Take this up like this. Oops. Okay. All right, so this is what we have left. All right, this is what it looks like. Just like this. All right. It's a pale color. We're gonna kind of fold it with the flour. Okay, we're not gonna mix anymore. We're gonna just put a little flour in, maybe a third at a time, and then we're gonna take that flour, the mixture, and we're gonna fold it. Okay, we're gonna just keep on folding it in. That's the technique that you need to do with the Madeleine. Gonna fold it. I don't know if you can see that. We're folding it in, third at a time. Once that is all in there, then we do another fold with the batter. Okay, a little at a time, a little fold at a time. That's how the trick to this folding. Okay, so that's one. And we're gonna take a little more flour. Okay, we've got a little third at a time. Break it up into three. Okay. So here we go. And break it up. The certain way to make the Madeleine, can't just mix it all and then dump it into the molds. You have to take your time and slowly fold in that flour to make it all happen. Okay, we'll make sure it's all up and out and in there. There should be enough, at least 12 Madeleines. Okay, we're gonna add the rest of the flour in there. Okay, if you want, you can even sift it. Might make it go a little faster. Alright. Then all we got after this is our lemon juice and butter. And we're all set. Okay, we got that down. We're going to take our butter now, just go around the edge with it. That's how we're going to do that. Take our lemon juice and add that. Okay. And then we're going to fold that all in there. And then we're going to proceed to spoon in our Madeleine. Okay, so we got that all spooned in. Now we're going to get it all folded in there, folks. So now we're going to spoon in our cookie into our molds, rather. Okay, hold on. I'm going to get it all set. See if you guys can catch this. Here's our mold. Okay. We're going to put our batter into those molds and then bake it for about 10 to 14 minutes on 375, everybody. 375. Okay. We're gonna get that. Take our batter. Here we go. Okay, here we go. We're gonna put our Madeleine in there. Madeleine, very French. Make sure you wear a nice French beret when you make these. Talk French too while you're there. Play some nice French music. Get you in the mood. All of my French chefs would love their Madeleines with their cookie and their teas, especially their tea. So it's like equivalent to a French tea cake, so to speak, that the English make. Okay. Here we go. Just let that pour in there and settle before we put it in the oven. Hopefully we have enough here. I don't know. We may not. Okay, make sure you spray your pan. Try and get the Pam All Baking Spray. That's good to have. Okay, let's go. Cut down on a little of this stuff. I don't have enough here. Okay. Okay, we're a little short, but that's okay. We only need enough to show you. You kind of want a little mound on these, because when they cook up, they're going to have a little mound. Okay. Here we go. Got that going. Now we're going to put our Madeleines in the oven. And we're going to talk about them and wait for them to cook up. All right. He's ready to put in the oven. Okay, set it for about, we'll check them in about 12 minutes, see how they come out. Hopefully they come out good. If not, we're going to try them again next week. But it should be good. I'm going to put them in our oven on 375, between 10 and 14 minutes. Okay, there we go. They're in. There they go. Alright. So now we got the Madeleines going. We got Taz. Who else came on? Martin Chiantella. Martin, how are you? Okay, we got a great cookie for today. Madeleine, your daughter probably knows all about the Madeleines. Okay, everyone, so we got the Madeleines. Those are in the oven, cooking about 10 to 14 minutes. We're going to keep an eye on them. There we go. Okay. Okay. So, let's talk about the Madeleine a little bit. Okay. Once again, let's acknowledge that Taz, the resident artist, is watching. Warren Sheen-Teller is watching. Lou Prats is watching, which is great. Let's see if we can get me back here so you get to see me. Okay. It's me again. Well, folks, hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Hope everybody was safe. Let's see. Let's down a little more. That's it. All right. Okay, so, like I said, I like to make Madeleines around this time of year. Next week we're going to be decorating them for Christmas. But for now, we're just making them for you, so you know how to make them. So next week you'll know what the process is, and then we will decorate those, and I will be making a special Christmas tiramisu dessert. Okay, so I'm looking forward to that. What else we got here? What's going on? All right, we got here. Anyone else coming aboard? Not that I know of. Okay. All right, so let's talk about the Madeleine. Okay, the Madeleine is a great little kind of sponge cake kind of cookie, or whatever you want to call it, a little sponge cake that was invented in France. Okay, as the story goes, in the beginning, around 1755, Louis XV, the son-in-law of the Duke, charmed by these little cakes that were made by Madeleine Palmier. Okay. And then they were named Madeleines after her, okay? And then the Duke's wife, Maria Leszczyńska, okay, started to introduce them afterward to the court in Versailles, okay? And they became much beloved by the royal family in France, and they conquered the rest of France eventually. Jean Avis is said to have invented the Madeleine also in the 19th century, by baking little cakes in aspic molds. Okay, that's what we got there. And then by the 20th century, it was starting to get more renowned. In 1923, it was made famous by Marcel Proust. Okay, in 1923, in an autobiographical novel that he called "Remembrance of Things Past," Volume 1, Swan's Way. So they talk about the Madeleine in literature as well. Okay, the French normally have Madeleines, obviously. They try to have it hot with a cup of coffee in the morning. Okay, and then they'll maybe have them again around 4 p.m. in the afternoon, which is called the goûter time, which is basically the equivalent of tea time for the French. Okay, so that's another thing. That's how famous these Madeleines are. Okay, especially in France. There's certain ways in which they have the Madeleines. Okay, one way, the traditional, is they serve it with Lunds and Beerley's gelato. Okay. Another way, they serve it with key lime Greek yogurt. They serve the Madeleines with that. Okay. And then they dip it in Lunds and Beerley's butterscotch. They'll dip it actually in the butterscotch, which sounds great. And they just have it, they might dip it also in white chocolate as well. All right. And then they just have it with tea. They'll have it with some tea around 4 p.m. in the afternoon during the 2 hour. And that's about it. So that's the Madeleine. The Madeleine is a great cookie. We're keeping our eye on it here, waiting for it to brown and come up. Okay, and then we're going to show you what they look like. Hopefully I didn't really botch them up too much. I haven't made them in about, a year and a half or so. Unfortunately, I didn't make them last Christmas, but we'll see what happens. All right, so we got Joan Krupiasher finally is here. What else? Still, we got Taz, and we got the other people, Martin. We have Lou Prats again. All right, so that's good. So, welcome back. This is Let's Eat LI now. It's no longer COVID-19. I decided to go back to Let's Eat LI because I'm done with COVID. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm totally done. They have a vaccine. Hopefully that's going to change things in the near future. Come next year, come March, which will be a year exactly since it started, and our show went into other areas. So we're hoping, maybe by that time we'll be back in the studio. I know they're doing construction on the studio. It's almost done. They may be bringing people in, but I'm going to tell you, it's very difficult now because in the restaurant industry, a lot of people are really hurting, and it's very difficult to get people on the show, which I understand, because they have a shortage of employees. Some employees don't want to come in or they can't. Plus the new laws and everything, they're not making any money. So you really got to feel for people in the restaurant industry. You really have to go out there and support them whenever you can. Okay? I'll try and have some people on as much as I can. Next week, like I said, I'm going to do a little more demonstrating. I'm going to do a little more with the Madeleines. I'm going to decorate them for Christmas. I'm going to make a nice holiday tiramisu, okay, for the Christmas holiday. Something that I invented about, 6-7 years ago. And my sister loves it. So I'm going to put a little twist on the tiramisu. Hopefully you guys will like to do it. And that's really it, And then I'm going to have, on the 20th, we're going to have probably Joe Stazola again come on and do something that he does traditionally for Christmas. Okay, and then I may do a couple of things traditional around the holidays after Christmas. We do in my house, we do something called the bignolata, which is like a sausage roll. That's usually traditional on Christmas Day, almost like a little appetizer that goes around with to everybody. And then on New Year's Eve, my father's side, rice balls, always on New Year's Eve, especially served around 12 o'clock. That's when they have it. Right now, these Madeleines coming out beautifully. We got the little mound on it. It's usually a little mound that grows in the middle of it. They're looking good. It's starting to brown up. Just going to give it a little more time. And then we're going to take them out of the oven. And we should be all set. Okay. Does anyone have any questions? Any questions about anything about the show? Anybody want to come on the show? Anyone want to do a traditional dish for Christmas and would like to come on the show? We can do it via Zoom. I would love that, to learn about your Christmas favorites and stuff. And just waiting for things to get back to normal. But Let's Eat LI. I got a new chef jacket coming. I got some new hats to wear. I can't wait. Okay. In the meantime, we're going to do it this way. We're going to have some demos sometimes, and sometimes we're going to have some Zoom with other people doing some other product. So we get back in there. Okay. So bear with us. I do appreciate all the support that you give the show, and love you all. Okay. We've been kind of off the air a little bit due to whatever, moving, technical difficulties, whatever else it is, but we got it under control. And we're looking forward to doing more now, especially around the holiday time. maybe even do add an extra show in on a Saturday, and an extra show in on Let's Eat LI. That's always a possibility. Um, Maybe something different, bring some different things, aspects to you. Maybe we'll have um, James, the cigar guy, come back on again and show us his place and what he does again. Maybe we'll have some of the restaurants, if they can, do a little demonstration. Okay? All right. So these are starting to brown up. Not bad. Let's see if we can give them a little turn. Let's see. See how these are. Not bad. We'll try and give them a little turn if we can. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to get up for this. We're gonna give them a little turn, folks, okay, in the oven before we take them out. Here we go. The key is when you know there's a little mound on there and they spring back when you touch them. So let's see what we got here. Okay, we might be done. I think we're done. Let's see. One more second. We're going to give it another minute, folks, and then we'll be all set. Okay, here we go. I don't know if you guys are excited, but I'm excited about these cookies. I'm going to get everything set up. Here we go. So take them out now. It should be good to go. Okay. Give me a minute. I'll fix the camera now. Okay. Alright, so here we are. We have our Madeleines. See that there, right there? That's them. Those are our Madeleines. Right here they are. Little mouths pressing on them. They spongy. That's great. We're gonna take our knife, kind of loosen them up a little bit. Okay. Gonna turn it around. Move that open. Look perfect. We're gonna turn them over. Okay, let's turn these over. Beautiful, look at that. Look at how nice they are. Nice color. Turn them over. Okay, those are our Madeleines. Voila. And voila. We're gonna let the steam come off of them a little bit. Then we're gonna put them in our dish here. And this is how people like them. They like them hot, right out of the oven, like this. We're gonna take our Madeleines, put them in our dish. A little powdered sugar on there. And voila, there we are. Look at that. Doesn't that look delicious? That's our Madeleines. Nice holiday cookie for everybody. Let's go back. Put a little more powdered sugar on there. Sweetheart, would you like a Madeleine? They're nice and hot. See if my wife would like some. In fact, one time for Christmas, we made these for her, the people where she works. We did some Madeleines in like a cookie party type thing that she had for work. It was great. Okay. Stare at that. I'm gonna have the pleasure of eating that in a minute. Wish I had a nice cup of coffee to go with it, but I don't. That's okay. I'm gonna go back to me. Okay. Alright, so I'm back. And that's it, everyone. That's the Madeleine. That's the Madeleine cookie right there with the powdered sugar. All set for your eating pleasure. A nice little Sunday treat. Nice cup of coffee. You're all set. We're gonna try one out now. While it's still nice and warm. Just the way the French eat them. Let's see what we got here. It looks as if Taz likes them. She says, "Oh yeah." I mean, she approves. All right, so we're gonna get one of them right here. Here you go, right up to the camera. We're gonna split it open. See that nice sponginess? It's like a mini sponge cake. And with the powdered sugar on it and a little lemon flavor. Delicious, very good. Yep. Bon appetit. And voila. This is good. Mmm. Very good. Mmm. Delicious. Once again, the Madeleine, everybody. I'm going to retell you what the recipe is one more time. And you got to make it. And you're going to have your cup of coffee with it. Or your tea at 4 o'clock today. It's like everybody in France will be doing. The couture hour. Remember the couture hour. Wow. Mmm. Very good. That's really good. You could keep your gingerbread cookies, but nothing as good as that. I don't know who's familiar with it, but it's really good. Once again, our ingredients for the first part in the mixer: 2 eggs, 3/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, and 1/3 of a cup of white sugar. And then after that, you're going to fold in these ingredients into it after you mix it. You're going to make sure you're going to blanch your eggs and sugar so that it turns a pale yellow and forms ribbons in the bowl. Okay. Then you're going to take 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour, every time you do it, 1/3 of flour 3 times. Okay. It's 1/3 of the flour, and you're going to fold it into the mix, into the batter. Then after that, you can take your lemon zest or your lemon juice. You're gonna pour it around the sides of your batter, along with the melted butter. Okay, now it's a tablespoon of lemon zest. Okay, or a tablespoon of lemon juice, and then 1/4 cup of melted butter to room temperature. You're gonna take that, and you're gonna pour it around the sides of the batter also. And then you're going to fold all that in. Once that's all folded in, excuse me, once that's all folded in, then you put it into the mold. Make sure you get the Madeleine molds. You can get them anywhere. Pour them into the Madeleine molds, and then put them in the oven, anywhere from 10 to 14 minutes. There's going to be a little mound in it. I'll show you right here. There's like a little mound to the cookie right there. You press it back. When it presses back, it's done. It's going to have a little brownness to it. And then voila, then you have your Madeleines. And then put powdered sugar on top. That's all you need to do. Again, next week we'll do something for the holidays with the Madeleines. So we'll have a couple ways to decorate them. So we'll do it then. And you bake it in 375. 375 of them. That's what you do. That's our Madeleines for today. I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to have one more. Because I can't resist. This is a great cookie. Once again. Nice sponginess to it. Look at that. You can't beat it. That's in a cup of coffee. You dip it in your coffee. It's better than what a Dunkin' Donuts can offer you. Again, Edmonds houses, which are very good. There's nothing like baked ones that you made on your own. Now that recipe I gave you yields anywhere between 8 and 12, depending on the batter, how it grows. I was able to make 8. So you probably want to end up doubling it or a little more, depending on if you have a lot of company or not. So definitely try that. I can't tell you how good this is. I mean, at times it's better than chocolate chip cookie. And everybody likes chocolate chip. But this is so spongy. I mean, really good. Really good, folks. Alright. Oh. Doesn't take long to make. We've only been here for about 40 minutes. Taz is saying goodbye. Take care, Taz. You have a fantastic day, too. She's actually drawing me now. That's great. What else is going on? I guess that's it. So I hope you all had a good holiday. We'll be seeing you again. We'll be seeing you again next week, where we'll bring you a little more on the Madeleines, a little more on the decorating side for them, and then also we'll see you for our holiday tiramisu. Can't wait to make that. You guys are gonna love it. Everybody loves tiramisu, and we're gonna do a nice holiday one. Okay. So everyone, take care. This is the Let's Eat L.I. Chef Felix, bidding you all to be safe, hoping you all are safe this holiday season and throughout the year. And may you live long and prosper, after my favorite show, Star Trek. Okay, so that's it. Everyone take care and have a good Sunday. I'm signing off now. Take care.